Alright YouTube, what's up? It's your boy JMMA here, man. I am back here with another one today. We'll be going over the honest truth about UFC 4, man. So if y'all had not already, like, comment, subscribe, man. Shit, if you join the family, join the gang, man. Let's get right into it. Alright, y'all, so let's just get right into it. Listen, this was inevitable. How you say that damn word? I was trying to hold off until closer to UFC 5. It's kind of getting around that time. Hopefully we get something next month, June. Last year we got, well, when UFC 4 came out, we got something July when Burns and Usman fight. I'm hoping for something, you know, a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? We got everything rushed. It was in July. The beta, the review, the trailer, everything was in July. The game came out. So we get something a little bit earlier to flesh it out, you know what I'm saying? It's a space shit out, you know. But anyways, let's just talk about it. UFC 4, out of all of the EA Sports UFC games, is the worst one. It's a tie between this and UFC 2, and honestly I think more people are gonna say UFC 4 is the worst, because at least UFC 2 has some sort of fun to it, if that makes sense. Now I know that's not a lot to base off of a game, but in my opinion, I play video games to, you know, escape, you know, real world shit. I just come over here to chill, have fun. You gotta put a fun factor in a lot of these games, and I feel like UFC 2, it has some fun to it. But we're not talking about UFC 2, we're talking about UFC 4. UFC 4, now I will say this, aesthetically, if you look at everything, if you look at the calf creation, career mode, player models, gameplay, the wrestling, you take all that into account, it's not horrible. I will say that it's not a horrible game, but out of this whole franchise, speaking, it's not the best one. Just gonna hop right into it. Let's talk about why is there no power modifiers? Now that's one of the main things I'm like genuinely surprised that is not in none of the EA UFC games. It's in Fight Night and boxing. So you're just saying like power, like, you know, that shit's not in MMA. I kind of don't understand shit like that. And some of these earlier games were made by the same people who made Fight Night Champions. So it's kind of motherfucking, you know, surprising, but I kind of don't understand why there's not a power modifier. Someone like a Jared Cannonier, Derek Lozar, Francis Ngannou, 100 power, 99 power, 97 fucking power. I believe those three are the highest people, you know, the highest rated power punchers. And I can't even use that power to a full effect because there's no power modifiers. I don't know when the fuck I'm throwing a power shot. I don't know what's deemed as a power shot. I don't know what's deemed as this shot's heavy. I can't tell the difference. If I'm throwing a jab, is that using 100% of my power? If I'm throwing straight, is that using 100? Like, I don't know. I would like to be in control of that. I don't like the fact that the game just dictates when the full extent of that power is used, or when the full extent of that speed is used. Well, the speed is another thing, but the power, when the full extent of that power is used, I kind of don't like that. That irks me a lot with this game. That's one of my main things, like top 10 main things wrong with this game is that why, like in UFC 5 we need a power modifier, but this game came out in fucking 2020. The fact that there's not a power modifier in this baffles me. A power fighter, like, that's very intricate, right? Someone like a Kobe Covington, you know, for example, Max Holloway. We all know Max Holloway doesn't throw 100% to every shot, right? He throws 30% here, 50% there, 70% here, 20%, 10%. You know, he mixes it up, and when he wants to throw power shots, with the little power that he does have, when he wants to throw power shots, he throws power shots. Why can't I do that? I don't want to throw power shots every damn punch. I want to, you know, touch my opponent. 20% here, 30% there, you know, touch the body with the jab. Or what if I want to throw a stopping? That's another, and I just want to transition to my other point. There's no stopping power with the jab. The jab is literally one of the most intricate punches in boxing and striking in general. There's no stopping power to it. If I throw a jab and let's just say, you know, the power modifier is, you know, it's game based, right? Let's just say they pick when you throw power shots. 25% chance if I throw a jab, it's gonna be a power shot, right? So let's just say I throw 10 jabs. Out of 1 or 2 of those jabs, one of those is gonna be a power jab, right? I throw a power jab. I throw that bitch. Why the fuck? If I'm throwing a power jab, like stiff jab, my nigga, that shit's gonna back you up if you're coming forward. Like I've seen niggas throw jabs, like stiff jabs, and stop niggas dead in their tracks. They head will bob back like that. That's a stiff jab, my guy. None of that is in UFC. Like, jab is like nothing. I've literally thrown jabs in this game, and a jab will literally, it's just like, okay, they eat the jab, slip hook. If they like the jab would touch them, but they would still be able to slip hook. Yeah, but that's something minuscule. The tracking is horrible, and I'm sorry, Marshall Mind. I'm gonna have to say this. Marshall Mind said this game would be a good boxing game. Well, I don't know what fucking game he was playing, but this game, if you strip the grappling, the motherfucking clinch, if you the kicks, all that shit, this game would be fucking horrible. This would not be a good game. The boxing, huh? UFC 4 boxing? What? I don't know what game you playing, my guy. You know, no, this game would not be a good boxing game. And I see somebody talking about most of the problems in UFC 4 come from grappling. What? Huh? You should come and sit. No, this game is not fucking good. This game it's not good, man. I'm tired of, bro, as MMA fans, we have to stop settling for less, man. I'm not settling for fucking less, bro. I want a good MMA game. EA has the capability to make good games, bro. They have the resources, they have the motherfucking money. They just chose not to because they don't have any competition, so they think they can put out this lazy piece of shit every fucking 2 to 3 years, and us MMA fans are gonna eat it up. Why? Because it's the only fucking MMA game out. We need to stop settling for less, bro. This would not be a good boxing. This game ain't good, for one. For two, this would not be a good boxing game. Come on now. Again, tracking. Tracking is horrible. I think if you don't know what tracking is, right, to put it in the slightest terms, to the best way everyone can understand it. Let's say, for example, spinning heel kick to the head. If y'all don't know, it's the spinning heel kick that John Jones has, that Jared Cannonier has, that Brian Ortega has, and a few other people have. It's the one where the heel of the foot is literally like touching like the front of your face, not the spinning side heel kick, the one that touches like the peripherals of your vision, the peripheral vision, you know, the side of your face. It hits like this right here. Like, so if you're ducking, that shit's gonna hit you right here, right? The tracking on that kick, horrible. You can sway that kick, it's still gonna hit you. So let's just say, usually the best way to stop that kick is to sway, right? Or to major lunge that kick, and it zaps the stem, you can get a counter off. But me personally, I've used John Jones and Brian Ortega, and I've thrown that kick, and people read onto it. They're like, okay, I'm gonna sway this way. They sway that way, the kick still hits them. I literally have a video with Brian Ortega. Well, is it Brian Ortega or Max Hall? I can't remember, but I legit have a video where someone is using Brian Ortega, and we're literally like this, and he throws that kick, and that shit hits me and rocks me. A full-fledged spinning kick in boxing range, fucking nose to nose, and that shit rocks me. Tracking, that's what I'm talking about. When you're slipping, someone throws a 1-2 head kick. I know this happens to a lot of people. Someone throws a 1-2 head kick a lot. You're like, okay, they're about to throw this damn 1-2 head kick. After they throw that 2, after they throw that cross or straight, I'm about to duck the head kick because I know the head kick's coming right after the straight. They rock you with the jab or the straight, whatever, or you just see it coming, right? They throw the 1-2, you're like, all right, I'm about to duck, head kick coming. You duck, fucking head kick still hits you as you're going down to duck it. Tracking. That like, this needs to be fixed. I have a video that I'm going to post, not on this one, but next video. Me and T-Dog got some spars in. I legit threw an overhand. You know what? I'm gonna put it in here. Fuck it. I'm putting it in here. Y'all need to watch this. I threw a fucking overhand as he was ducking. Like listen to what I'm saying. He was ducking, and I threw it. Just think about what an overhand is. You're throwing over the guard. Someone's shelling up. You're throwing over the guard. Someone's there. You're throwing over the guard, right? Think about that. I threw it over the guard as he was ducking. I threw an overhand as he was ducking. And guess what happened? It still fucking hit him. It still fucking hit him. I'm gonna repeat that. I threw an overhand as he was ducking, and guess what happened? It still fucking hit him. But this game would be a great boxing. Like, come on, man. We can't keep selling fucking less. Game is ass. Let's get into the next thing. That's kind of really the main problems with the striking. I mean, everybody know the punch animations fucking suck. I throw an overhand. I'm throwing cocking this shit back from motherfucking Baghdad, from motherfucking the UK, my nigga. I'm swinging that bitch all the way back to my opponent's face, man. Well, that's not a fucking overhand. Who made the end? That's not a fucking overhand. The rib body uppercut, not realistic. Some of the everything else is pretty damn good. No one has unique animations other than Angela Hill, TJ Dillashaw, Wonder Boy, and then Conor McGregor with the cross. But then everybody else that Celtic cross, so that's really not nothing, exciting. Other than that, and Dominic Cruz. That's it. That's all who has special animations. And I know I've heard the argument of, well, some of those fighters don't want, the special movements to be in the game. Understandable, but this is it. Like, this MMA game. You telling me you can add at least one special animation about each fighter? Every fighter feels, there's no uniqueness to fighters in UFC 4. Every fighter feels the same. Every single fighter feels the exact same. For the most, outside of 5 fighters, every fighter feels the same. And if someone tells you that every fighter doesn't feel, they're lying to you. They're 100% lying to you. Every fighter feels the same. Let's get on to the grappling. Now the grappling, I will say, it's better than UFC 3 in a sense. Oh, also let me go back to the striking. The striking, I will say in UFC 3, it really didn't allow you to use styles like fighting on the, you had to fight a specific style, bro, and I really dislike that. In UFC 3, you have to fight a real specific style. In this game, it you can win. It's hard, but you can win with the style that you want to fight. So I like that. That's a positive. But UFC, the grappling UFC 4, it's not good. The ability, how easy it is to get a lot of positions in this game is freaking bad. It's very freaking baffling. That my point in case, I think everybody should 100% agree with this. Getting in the bag is probably one of the most. That's the easiest thing to get in this game. That's Punch, for example. He won the UFC Summer Series tourney, like the whole shit. He literally took every single fighter down, and what did he do? He got their back, and he choked them out. Legit. Go watch the Summer Series. I believe it's on the UFC channel. Just look up ESFL Summer Series. He legit got every fighter player's back, no matter what level of comp you were. He didn't fucking care. He got your back, and he choked you out. And it was easy. It's not the fact that the submissions are. I don't have a problem with some of the submissions in the game like everyone else does. The back flat. A lot of people complain about how OP it is. Do y'all know how hard it is? For one, it's very hard to get back flat in general in real life. A lot of people talk about sim. They want a sim game back flat. If a motherfucker flattens you out in real life and they're putting in a rear naked choke, realistically, you shouldn't be able to. It's gonna be hard for you to get out regardless. Just go look at Jan versus Glover. So I understand that submission being OP when someone has you in a body triangle and back sitting. And okay, if that used to be OP, it's really not OP now. And honestly, it wasn't OP then to me because I rarely get submitted. Unless I have zero stamp, I rarely get submitted in positions, like a lot of positions. Okay, but the fact that some of these positions are super easy to get is baffling. It's really not about the submissions, in my opinion. It's more so the ability to get the back, to get some of these positions, like side control, like top mount, full guard, the grapple. Let's talk about the grapple advantage. I'm seriously baffled. Why is that in a I don't understand. I can't grip the fact of a grapple advantage because I understand what they were trying to do, but at the same time, it's been used for the wrong reasons. Grapple Advantage, if you don't know, it's that bar at the very top, you know, that blue bar and the red bar. It tells you, all right, when it's able, if you're standing on the feet, it tells you a good time. If you're in the blue corner and it goes all the way to your corner flashing, that means it is a great time for you to shoot a takedown and get your opponent to the ground. That means you have a great chance of getting them down to the ground. If you're on the ground, right, and that bar goes up, that blue bar goes up to your corner again and it's flashing, that tells you it is a great time to transition. Your opponent will not be able to block it. It is going to have a great chance of you getting that transition, right? Some people use that to their advantage. Some people they exploit that. They grapple advantage wrestle. They wrestle like Belal Muhammad in this game, right? They lay on you, they hit 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 you. Grapple advantage bar goes up. Oh, let me transition. They hit you, they hit you, they hit you, they hit you. Grapple advantage bar goes up. Let me hit you. And this is a trick. I know it. Damn near every grappling trick on the ground, right? If you posture up, and you don't have to throw anything, but if you posture up, it's gonna reset the timer of when the ref is supposed to stand you up in UFC 4. So that's why you see a lot of people, if they're playing like how I'm describing it, they'll posture up every once in a while. They may throw a strike, they may not, and they go immediately back down without you bringing them down. It's because they just reset the timer. There's no point of staying up. It risks the chance of being reversed, or them getting or you getting another free position. All right, grapple advantage. They need to either tweak it or take it out of the game. I really don't see a point in it, honestly, because that shit right there it's fucking stupid. Let me calm down. It's fucking stupid that it's used like that. Honestly, I don't see a point in having it. Listen, I don't need a fucking meter or a bar, nor should you, to tell you when is a good time to shoot a takedown or when to go for a transition. Realistically, you really don't need grapple advantage. Like, really, you really don't need a fucking grapple advantage. Do you really need to know when it's a good time to shoot a takedown? Do you really need to know when it's a good time to transition? That should be on you. The game shouldn't have to tell you that. That's just my opinion. Motherfuckers want to talk about how much IQ they have. There you go. Do you really need grapple advantage? Some of the animations on the ground, not great. The pull guard animations is one of my, I dislike that one. You're telling me a grown ass man is pulling guard and flipping another motherfucker into time mode? So let's just say I have Fabricio. Well, that's not a good example because they're heavyweights. Heavyweights are strong. Brian Ortega, right? I have Brian Ortega going up against Volk. You're telling me Brian Ortega is pulling guard, and he's sweeping fucking Volk's leg and flip him over into top. Tell me, he's flipping him over into timeout after pulling guard? Come on now. Some of the wrestling reversals and sweeps are kind of, I don't agree with some of them. It's kind of like, come on now. They can tweak that a little bit. They need that elbows back and hammer fists on the ground. That's I don't know why they took that out. The ability to wrestle off of the, why did they take out some of the great elements in UFC 3 and just completely wiped it in UFC 5? I really don't understand that, to reinvent this new whole clinch thing. I see what they were doing, but it didn't. If you're gonna have that, you have to consistently patch it. They don't consistently patch it. They just threw the shit in the game and say, hey, there y'all go, y'all learn it. Didn't give us any tips on how to use it. They say, hey, yeah, there you go, but guess what, we're not gonna fix it. You have to learn how to get through the exploits yourself. My ability to cage wrestling, it's whatever. Another one of my griefs is the career mode. Career mode is not great. It's plain and boring, and that's really throughout the whole EA UFC series. Like, all of the career modes are just plain. It gets repetitive. After a certain point, it's not in depth. It's just the same thing over and over. You get a fight, you go through training camp, you watch the tape, you fight him. You get a fight, you go through training camp, you watch the tape, you do the shit to build up the fight, you fight. You get a camp, you get the fight, you go through camp, you do all the shit to build up the fight, and then you fight, and then it's wash, rinse, and repeat. And you can have 15 million. What the fuck are you gonna spend $15 million on injuries? That's what the money for is in career mode. It's for injuries. Career mode serious workaround that needs to be fixed. Something like a My Player where it's like open world, or not open world, but like you can roam around and shit. Like, that would be fun. Something like that. The calves, and it's something that a lot of people have problems with. The calves, I genuinely do not have a problem. I don't use calves, so I really don't give a fuck. But I can see where y'all have a problem with it. I feel like it's a super great idea to allow 4-star calves instead of 5-star. I feel like what is the point of having 100 overall calf? Like, if you have that's not fun. That's really not fun. Like, having a 100 overall calf, what's the point? That's like, what's the point of having it? You literally have everything. You can beat everybody. At a certain point, when it gets boring, it does. It gets boring at that point. So having 4-star calves is a great idea, but I feel like the players should be allowed to pick their moveset. Having preset movesets, it's kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie, that's ass. That's very ass. I mean, you can pick your stance, but like, you have preset moves. Like, nah, that's ass. You should be allowed to pick your perks, your moves. It, like I said, it caps out at 4-star, so you can play with your stats a bit. That would be much better, and then you can go into online ring because they do allow since it's 4-star, they allow you to do it. That would be much better than just giving us what the fuck y'all gave us in UFC 4. Preset moves and shit like that. I don't like that. I felt like they spent a little bit too much time on the character creation. I will say this is probably the most in-depth the character creation has been. I feel like it's very stale considering EA, because NBA Live has some of the best character it probably has the best character creation customization ever. Honestly, NBA Live goes into depth with the character customization, and that's EA Sports. I know it's a different studio, but still, damn, that shows me y'all got the fucking resources. Y'all don't want to use it on this game. But I feel like it's stale. It's a little bit too many cosmetics, not enough real life customization. The black hairstyles, as we all know, they don't have any black hairstyles. Not enough customization with the tattoos. It's just the same wrinkle dink tattoos. Like, we need a revamp with that, man. That would make the calves more interesting, more in tune. It would engage with the community more. And honestly, the online ring, this is probably gonna be my last one. The online ring system is garbage. Every hour it's a different weight class. You're forcing people to play a weight class for an hour. I'm gonna be honest, some people really don't like playing. I don't play women's weight class. When women weight classes come up, I'm getting off. I don't like women's weight classes because there's not a lot of fires to use. If it's women's bantamweight, that's different. But flyweight, strawweight, turn off my console. I'm not even about to try for bantamweight. Turn off my damn console. They need to just go back to the UFC 3 system where you were able to pick your weight class. I think that would just solve a lot of these problems. It really would. Or if you're gonna do the by hour system with certain weight classes, let's just say it's flyweight, bantamweight, right? Let us pick if we want to fight flyweight or bantamweight. If you're gonna do it like that, do it that way. Let us pick if we want to fight flyweight or bantamweight, or middleweight, welterweight, or light heavyweight, or featherweight, light. If you're gonna do it like that, if you're gonna do it by hour and only these two certain weight classes, just let us pick. That would be better. Just let us pick. If you're gonna do it like that, just fucking let us pick. But other than that, I think I pretty much covered everything. I'm still gonna make a wish list for UFC 5 because I know some people want to make that, and I know I kind of went on a rant, but that's what this was about. If I had to give UFC 4 a ranking, it would be a 4.5 out of 10. Either a 4.5 or a 5. Kind of leaning towards 4.5, but to be generous, I'll give it a solid 5. A solid 5. But the game's still not good. So would I recommend you get UFC 4 now? I mean, if you want to see how trash it is, I mean, go ahead. But no, I would not recommend you get UFC 4. But anyways, man, like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, join the family, join the gang, man. I will see you next time. Let me know down below in the comments so we can talk about this. What do you don't like about UFC 4? What you like about UFC 4? Let me know down below in the comment section. Like I said, I will be doing a wish list very soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that for UFC 5 wish list. But like, comment, subscribe, share if you know, join the family, join the gang, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Do something productive for your day, beating your meat. It's not productive. Peace, love, and prosperity. Love y'all, man. Stay up, stay blessed, and it's been your boy, man, and I'm out, man. Peace.